Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to do my vinyl record collection video. Why am I doing this? Well, because I just wanted to. I've been going down this vinyl rabbit hole that, just never seems to end. Anyways, let's get into it. So the first records I'm going to show you are my 7-inch records. I have two of them as of now, with the first one being a classic. A 7-inch single of the Eagles, Hotel California. The reason why I bought this record is because I like the song Hotel California, and there's not really much to say about that. The record itself is pretty standard looking, with a big hole in the middle for the 45 RPM adapter. The record also has another song on the other side called Pretty Maids All in a Row. I listened to this song and I kinda liked it. Although I think Hotel California is more better because it's such an iconic song and, well, let's just say I couldn't resist playing it over and over again.
Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely place. They living it up back there.
The other 7-inch record I have is a single by an electronic band called Tiger Force, with their first song called Syntax Error and the other song called 5-6 I Got Sticks. The reason why I got this record is because of the cover. It is so downright homemade. As you can see, it is spray painted in yellow with stars, boots, and cats. Even the record stamp is weird. It is red with white streaks on it, basically increasing the cool factor. And the songs are actually not bad. I like electronic music, which definitely made me jam out to these songs. Now let's get into the 12-inch records, which are the majority of my record collection. Let's begin with a 45 RPM single by USA for Africa called We Are the World. The reason why I got this single is because I love this song so much. We Are the World is such an iconic song representing love from America to Africa. It also has another song on the other side, which I never played it. Actually, I played it a little, but disliked it. It's called Grace, and well, I don't really like it. But listening to We Are the World made me smile. I mean, get a listen to this. Now the rest of the 12-inch records are 33 1/3 RPM albums. So let's start with the first album I ever got. You might have already seen it in my I Got a Vinyl Record video, but just a reminder, this was the first album I ever got, Raised by Earth, Wind & Fire. The reason why I got this record is because not only is the cover art beautiful, it's even a gatefold with even more beautiful art, but there's also a song in there that is my favorite track in this album. It's called Let's Groove. Also in my I Got a Vinyl Record video, I had another album called Disco Sound Special Volume 2, which has two records, one made by the AFCO company, and the other made by the Victor company. The reason why I got this is because I love disco. And when I was at the record store sifting through all the albums and found this one, I knew I had to get it. The songs were exactly how I expected. Disco sounding music. There were some artists on there, but there were also a bunch of instrumentals. One of my favorite tracks was probably Kung Fu Fighting on the Victor record, but one of my favorite tracks on the AFCO record was probably Pick Up the Pieces, a sort of instrumental song with only the lines "Pick up the pieces" said. As for Kung Fu Fighting, you all know that song. I mean, just listen to it.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those cats was fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening.
The next album I got was The Visitors by ABBA. This originally had a Japanese strip on the left side of the album cover, meaning this was a Japanese pressing, but I removed it because I want to make it look neat looking. The record is very quiet. Barely have any surface noise, meaning that Japan really did their work here. I mean, just listen to the beginning of this record. You hear barely any surface noise, don't you? The songs are just phenomenal. The album was released in 1981, but the songs feels like they were 5 years ahead of their time. Believe it or not, this album and Raise were released on the same year, 1981. Raise sounds like disco music, but The Visitors sounds like 80s futurism. One of the tracks sounded orchestral sounding, which also became my favorite track of this album. It's called I Let the Music Speak, and I want you to hear it for yourself, just how beautiful this sounds. The next album I'm going to show you is another classic. It's Sade's Diamond Life. Yes, I can hear you shouting at me, but this is how I pronounce the name of this band, and that's how I will always pronounce it. Anyway, the reason why I got this album is because there's an iconic song in there that I love, and has become my favorite track of the album, Smooth Operator. Another classic album I have in my collection is The Beatles' Let It Be, released in 1970. This album represents a new era for the Beatles. The reason why I got this album is the same for the majority of the records I got. It has a song with the same name that I love and has become my favorite track of the album.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Yeah, there will be answers. Let it be, let it be.
The next record I have is another well-known classic, Boney M's Night Flight to Venus. The reason why I got this is because, again, there's a song, or should I say, 4 songs that I recognize and also love and have become my favorite tracks of the album. Side 1 contains 2 songs that transition to each other perfectly. The song with the same name as the album, Night Flight to Venus, and Rasputin, which is my favorite of the 2, and the more iconic. Side 2, on the other hand, contains Rivers of Babylon, another iconic song, and also Brown Girl in the Ring, which I also recognize. But I think Rivers of Babylon is more iconic, and I feel like it's one of my favorite tracks of Side 2.
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we will, when we remembered Zion.
Now here's an interesting one. One of my oldest records, I think, is a Christmas record. It's Christmas Hymns and Carols with Bob Rolston at the organ with chimes in chorus. released by RCA Camden in 1966. How do I know that? Look in the back right here, 1966, Radio Corporation of America. The reason why I got this record is because I got interested with it. And given the fact that a lot of these songs are enjoyable to listen to, I can see why this record was a good record to get.
Just like the ones I used to know.
The final record I have is a Thai record made by Metro Records. Here's the album. I don't want to pronounce it because I'm not good at Thai, even though I am Thai. The album contains some good songs, and my grandma loved it when I played because she's a woman born in 1945, so some of the songs she heard were lovely. And to be honest, she's not wrong. And one more thing to mention. This record has a lot of surface noise, as well as crackles and pops when I listen to it. Just take a listen for yourself. And that's all for my record collection. Here they are, laid out in one frame. So thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in my content, then smash the like button. And also press subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on my new content. Anyways, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.